Welcome to our show, Umbrellas of Hope. We are committed to enrich the life of members of the veteran and military community by connecting them to the resources that they need. We advocate for professional and entrepreneurial opportunities and facilitate conversations of hope, empowerment, and creativity to reduce military and civilian transition difficulties and to help our veteran and entrepreneurs families to thrive. Hi, I'm Niurka, your host. We invite you to be part of this journey as we, together, bring a positive change on new beginnings, opportunity, and success. On new miniseries, we'll be introducing the art of business to share with you how it can enhance your life, your community, and your future. So stay tuned. And now, let's welcome Queen Kimmie. She's a veteran, a motivational speaker, and a mentor. Here with a powerful message of how to find the hidden energetic to redesign your life and your business. So please stay tuned. You don't want to miss this.
Hello, thank you, Niurka. Thank you for that beautiful welcome. Yes, indeed, I am a veteran. I am a veteran, but not only am I a veteran, I'm a mom, I'm a wife, and as a retired combat veteran, one of the things that I love to do is serve. So even though I may have been retired military, and I'm now a veteran, I'm still in the business of serving. So today, I'm honored to be here and to serve your audience and to talk about the hidden energetics to redesign your life and business. I'm Queen Kimmie with an IE. And the reason that that is so important to me is because there was a time in my life when I was going through a transition. Yes, I was going through a transition of self-discovery. I was going through a transition of defining who am I without my uniform? Who am I without the army? Who am I without this rank sitting on my chest and soldiers to guide, to lead, and to train? There was a time when it was so hard for me to even get out of bed after I retired because I just really felt that there was no purpose. There was no purpose. I missed service, I missed community, and I had so much knowledge and so many skills that I felt like I need to do something with this. And I wanted to continue to be of service, not only to my country, but to my community and to my friends and my families. And I wanted to take the knowledge, experience, and skills, and I wanted to find a way to give that back. So when I started on this journey of redesigning my life, I had no idea that it would lead to the business that we do today. And as a business owner that had to figure out how to redesign her life, I started to notice a pattern. I started to notice that when a business starts, businesses that start or fail in the first 5 years, it is ultimately because your personal problems start to show up in the way you do business. I heard someone say a long time ago, the way you do anything is the way you do everything. Your habits, your thoughts, your actions, the activities of your day-to-day life ultimately show up in your business. And the way you run your business ultimately show up in your life. So how do you find the hidden energetics to redesign your life and business when we have been programmed to think that they are two totally different things? Well, I'm here today to tell you that they are not. They are not two totally different things. They are not. Remember, the way you do one thing is the way you do everything. So I ask you to take a moment and ask yourself, how do you show up every day? Over the next few minutes, I'm going to take the time and I'm going to share 3 tips with you for you to consider, for you to implement in your life. But before I do, I want to share 2 quotes with you from 2 of my mentors whom I love dearly, and one being none other than the great Les Brown. Yes, Les Brown always starts his talks and he says, I say this to impress upon you, not to impress you. That is important because when you hear me talk or when you hear someone walk in the room and I say, I am Queen Kimmie with an IE, I want you to feel like you are a queen too. I want you to feel like, hey, Queen Kimmie is sharing things that I can use in my own life. She's not sharing these things because she wants to impress me. She wants to impress upon me things in my own life that needs to have a light shine on them so that I can be aware of them and I can decide if I want to keep them or if I want to change them. So again, in the words of the great Les Brown, what I share now is not to impress you, but to impress upon you. My next mentor quote that I would like to share with you is from AMOR. And she says, I don't need you to like me. I need you to hear me so that you can implement. And I'm going to say that again. I don't need you to like me. I need you to hear me so that you can implement. Because every time we speak, we should be adding value. And the whole point of me being here today is to share with you how I was able to redesign my life and my business by taking ownership of my actions, by taking ownership of and being responsible for how I was utilizing my time. I'm going to say that again. Being accountable and responsible for how you show up and how you utilize your time. Why is that important? Well, here's why it's important. As you can see, I'm the co-host of the Boss Effect podcast. And Boss Effect stands for bold, outspoken, soulful storytellers. And the way you become a boss in your own life or business is by being able to take ownership of your stories, your experiences, your knowledge, the things that you have been through, the things that make you who you are. And that takes time to sit down and look at your habits. We were told that we have 24 hours in a day. Well, what if I told you you had 6 hours in a day? What if I told you you had 7 hours in a day? Would you believe me? Would it change the way you show up? Would it change the way you operate? If you knew that you had to do something, there's this thing called the law of the power of proximity, that time will expand to meet you on what it is that you're doing. So I challenge you to take a look at your actions, take a look at your accountability, be accountable and responsible for your actions. Where are you showing up and where is your time going? And why do you believe that you have time? The time is now, because yesterday is gone and tomorrow when it gets here, it will be today too. So again, I ask you, what are you doing with your time? So the first thing that I want to talk about is, remember I said I'm going to share 3 points, but I had to kind of give you a foundational aspect of what it is that we're going to talk about. Because remember, we're talking about the hidden energetics to redesign your life and business. And a lot of times when we get on that track of redesigning our life and business, we get so caught up in the fine details. We get so caught up in the fine planning and implementing and having everything all lined up, all the ducks lined. And if you're a woman, if you're anything like me, we have to plan everything to a T, okay? We have to plan everything to a T. Even when we take a road trip, we have to plan where we're going to stop, how long we're going to drive before we stop, where we're going to eat. Like, we plan everything to a T. So I ask you, in your planning and in your creating, remember the word. The first point I want to talk about is play. That is the word. The first tool that I'm giving you in redesigning your life and business is play. That is the word, play. Step one of redesigning your life and business is the word play. The word play, the word playfulness, the word to live in your imagination. And the word play means that when you're creating something that's fun and exciting, it makes you want to get up out of bed in the morning. Guess what? If it's 5, 10, 15, 20 years from now, you still want to get up because when you wake up, that thing brings you joy. What is the definition of the word play? When you think of the word play, what do you think about? Do you think of something that brings you enjoyment? Do you revert back to when you were a kid? Because if you do, I want to challenge you to think of the word play right now. I see we have Tamisa here. Tamisa believes in fun. If it ain't fun, I don't want to come. Don't invite me because we're going to have fun till we done, right? So that means that there should be an element of playfulness in your business and in your life. Work hard, play hard, have a good time. That playful professional, adding that education and entertainment into what you do. You can still create, you can still plan, you can still be strategic, and you can still do it in a playful manner where you don't have to take yourself so serious. Nobody wants to be around someone all the time who is so hootin' falutin' that you can't even smile. Okay? So, yes. So keep it fun. So in your life and business, ask yourself, is what I'm doing fun? Is what I'm doing bringing me excitement and joy? Does it bring excitement and joy to others in their life and on their journey? Is it solving a problem that will open up a space for someone to have joy? That is the first step. That is the first step. So now we say, okay, I'm looking at this. I'm deciding, does this bring me joy? And I'm committed to making sure that I build, create things that bring joy into this world and that open spaces for others to do the same. Well, now that I know that, I've given my attention to that. The second thing is to be intentional. I'm going to be playful and I'm going to create something joyous. But the second thing I'm going to do is I'm going to be intentional. Because I'm creating something that has the power to change lives. I'm creating me. So I'm going to be intentional about me and how I show up in the playful planning and strategic alliance of my life and business. I'm going to pay attention to me. I'm going to pay attention to why I do what I do. And I'm going to be intentional about how I show up in service to others. I'm playful. I'm intentional. And the most important thing is I practice smart game plans. And when we say smart, because Queen Kimmie is from the military, SMART, we're going to go down the acronym of SMART. And if you all know anything about building businesses, setting goals, the SMART goal acronym literally stands for, is it specific? Is it measurable? Is it obtainable? Is it realistic? And is it timeable? It's really that simple. There's no need to overcomplicate it. It's really that simple. I'm going to be playful. I'm going to create something that's going to bring joy into this world. I'm going to be intentional about it. And I'm going to set a smart game plan for action, period. Anything else? It's too much. Keep it elementary, my dear. Keep it elementary, my dear. Okay, so listen, I am committed to serving. I am committed to serving you, and I'm committed to bringing you 20 plus years of experience that I have in helping my soldiers meet their goals, in helping my commanders meet their goals, in helping my coaching clients meet their goals, backwards planning, reverse engineering. One of the reasons that I'm so committed is because when you win, I feel like I've won. I've created an environment where you're living, how do you say? You're living your joy, and you're feeling fulfilled, and you're feeling adequately compensated for the value that you bring. And that is important to me. So, as an individual, when it feels right to you to take the next steps, I want you to know that I'm ready to serve you in that capacity. That's why I brought along a free gift for everyone who's here, who's listening, and who's come to the summit. Because Niurka said, I want to give them a free gift. And what I noticed is that when we get free gifts from Summit, we usually get a PDF, we usually get a handout, we usually get something. But what Queen Kimmie is giving you is one of the most important and most valuable tools and gifts that you can give to anyone in this entire world and in your entire existence. And that is my time. We are in an attention economy where your time and your attention are the most valuable commodity that you have. Your time and your attention are the most valuable commodity that you can share and that you can give. So I'm opening up my time to give you 30 minutes to talk about your visibility game plan, your smart game plan for action. Is it intentional, and does it bring joy into this world? And how do you make it work so that you can make an impact, an influence, and an income, and change lives and leave legacies with your integrity intact? I'm Queen Kimmie with an IE. And I think that in closing, I would like to say the hidden energetics to redesign your life and business start with you taking accountability and responsibility for how you show up. Be playful, be intentional, and be smart about your game plans. I'm Queen Kimmie with an IE, the founder, co-host of the Boss Effect podcast, and also the co-founder of Legacy Media Television Network.
Wow. Didn't I tell you that was going to be impactful? Out of everything that Queen Kimmie shared with us, what was the thing that strike you that you're going to be applying right now the most? How are you going to be playful in your life and your business? How are you going to be intentional in everything that you do and how you show up? How are you going to be practicing smart planning, smart goals? Share with us in Umbrellas of Hope. Let us know. How do you practice being playful with yourself or with and how creating the space for others? Let us know and share with us. How you impacting other people's life. Because we can create, you know. But we need to use our imagination. We need to be playful. We need to have let room to find that playfulness in us. I like to be curious. I like to be like a kid sometimes. You know, find humor in a situation sometimes. Because even if it's a serious topic, if it's something that is important, when we bring a little bit of humor, a little bit of play with the good intentions, it can open up the room to start a conversation. So, how did you practice playfulness in your life and in your business? Let us know. What are the goals that you're going to keep maintaining? Help us help you be accountable by sharing with us at hashtag umbrellas of hope. And remember, always be intentional in the way that you show up.
To be an entrepreneur, entrepreneurs are confident, positive, creative, resourceful, and resilient people who are faced with problems and they create solutions. If this sounds like you, tune in to Founders Time to learn more and start your journey.
Hey, everybody. Are you dressed and having fun yet? Well, I am gussied up. Now, a little bit of trivia. I thought gussied up was a Southern term for when women are all dressed up in the South. They refer to them as gussied up. And kind of like when men are all dressed up, they are called Dapper Dan. But technically, it is a term used by Americans, Australians, and Canadians that refers to, and it comes back from the 1900s, and it refers to dressed and embellished. So here I am, all dressed and embellished. Now, I would have worn the glasses, but they're not quite indoor glasses.
I hope you have and will continue to enjoy this journey in creativity with us. In today's world, where artificial intelligence, the Internet of Things, advancing science, and autonomous vehicles is our new normal, creativity has never been more important. This new miniseries of Umbrellas of Hope was created in order to inspire you and empower you by giving you the creative confidence to redesign the world around you, to create new solutions that are invaluable for today's society, powered by your vision, your own unique talents, and limited only by your imagination. Our world, our society, our future needs you.